Hey everyone, it's Mindez here playing some Sonic the Hedgehog. This might seem like an entirely, completely random, pointless, weird game choice for a random video, but no! There is in fact method to my madness if my controller would work. My controller is in fact working. So hey everyone, it's Mindez here playing some Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the first Sonic game for the Genesis and all that kind of thing. I don't really think I need to sit here and tell you guys what Sonic the Hedgehog is. I'm pretty sure at least 99.9% of peeps out there that might be watching this video at some point in the future, past or present, will probably know what Sonic the Hedgehog is. Just probably. It's just a little hunch I have. So, the reason I'm filming it's such a thing, and yeah, by the way, this isn't going to be a blind run or anything. Strangely enough, I have played Sonic before. The reason I'm recording this kind of thing is because you may have noticed from yesterday that I put up 2 Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Reverse Rebirth videos, both of which had pretty darn terrible audio quality, so the reason for this is that I am in fact on my laptop right now because, as Ziva mentioned on To Blind Gamers, I am currently not in Liverpool, I'm currently back in Bolton, staying with family for a few doctor's appointments and things. And so I actually don't have access to my normal computer that I do recordings on, so I'm using a laptop. Now it's a good laptop, but I've had a lot of issues with it since I got it, and I think a large part of that was the horrendous amount of software that came with it. So I've taken some steps to deal with this. I've reinstalled Windows, everything like that, like a true computer science degree holding professional. I do know how to install an operating system. I know, it's like the one thing I learned from my 3-year degree is how to install an operating system. I feel so accomplished, and I'm so glad I've got to put my skills to use finally. And basically, hopefully, like I'm just recording this basically mainly as a test recording, because, you know, this is something that if I lose the recording, then oh well. You know, it's not fantastic, a big loss. But if I gain the recording, you know, it's just a little bit of an extra random little LP to have on the channel. It's not going to be a tremendously long LP, because like I say, I do fairly know Sonic the Hedgehog fairly inside out. I've not actually played this game for about 3 years, actually. Sonic the Hedgehog, actually, little known fact, Sonic the Hedgehog is actually the first game I ever LP'd on YouTube. This probably comes a little bit of a surprise to many of you, but yeah, I did, like, this was my original test recording. I actually played the PS2 version, the Sonic Master Collection on PS2, and I was basically like testing out my capture card, things like that. I put it on YouTube, with commentary actually, which was pretty darn dire. Unfortunately, I don't have that anymore, so oh well. You'll have to deal with not hearing my terrible commentary from 3 years ago. You know, if you want to hear my terrible commentary from 3 years ago, go watch Kingdom Hearts. Or don't, because it's terrible commentary from 3 years ago. So, what was I even saying? I don't know, I'm losing track of where I'm up to. So Sonic the Hedgehog is a game that I kind of grew up with. I didn't actually own a Super Nintendo as a child. I didn't actually own, you know, my own Super Nintendo as a child. I owned my own Genesis, well, I love how I'm starting to call it Genesis now. It's not a freaking Genesis, it's a freaking Mega Drive. Get it right, you Americans. Jeez. So I owned a Genesis and I owned a Master System. So and then after that I actually owned a Sega Saturn. So I was very much a Sega growing up with kind of kid. Well, I never had a Dreamcast or anything. I never actually had any of the Nintendo consoles. Like, I didn't have an N64 or a Super Nintendo or a Snooper Nintendo, yeah. Or a Nintendo, or a GameCube. Pretty much like the first Nintendo console I got was a Wii, you know, apart from portable ones. So yes, Sonic the Hedgehog, definitely a game that I grew up with a lot. I used to actually be able to do full no-death runs. Like I say, I've not played this game in like 3 years. I'm going to try and do a full-on no-death run, but I can't exactly guarantee it considering it's been like 3 years. Oh well, I did try and actually do this in the stream, because I kind of thought about it. Well, when I say stream, I mean like the stream of like 5 months ago or something. I did actually try and get a playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog on my stream, mainly just to see if I could still do a no death run. So I guess this is the best you're going to do. I guess this is the best you're going to get. Oh no, Eggman, you seem to be exploding there. I'm also not really sure which side I fall on calling him Eggman or Robotnik. I really am not sure. I mean, I know the whole... It's weird. He's either Robotnik or Eggman. Let's just leave it at that. I'm probably just calling him, like... What's a good mix between the two? Eggbotnik? Robman? Robman! That's his new name. Robman! Roboman! Sounds like a terrible Mega Man boss, but whatever. So yeah, I primarily grew up on my Mega Drive and Master System, for which I had numerous games, mostly for the Mega Drive actually. In terms of actual Sonics, I've played, well, I've mastered the first, because this is pretty much all I ever played as a kid. I played a lot of the second. I never actually had the third. I've never even played the third, which is kind of weird. I'm not really sure why. You'd think at some point I'd have found the time to go back and play the third, because I've heard good things about it, but I've never actually gotten round to actually playing it myself. I also had Sonic and Knuckles on the Mega Drive as well, but like I say, I never actually played that one either. The only thing I ever used Sonic and Knuckles as was to play Sonic 2 as Knuckles. And that was the best thing ever, by the way. That freaking cart, where you could put another cart in it and then play the game as Knuckles, was freaking mind-blowing to my, like, 9 or 10-year-old self. And I was just like, whoa, I can play this game as another character? Mind equals blown. What the hell? I was originally going to do 1 world per video, but apparently I've decided not to do that because I'm only 7 minutes into this recording. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we'll get like a couple worlds per video then. I don't know. Is there a point to this, by the way? I've known about this for years, but I've never known if there's any point to it. Can you like roll to the left or something? I don't get why this random crevice is there. And I never have. And it's so confusing and disturbing and disorienting. It's all so weird. So one of the things that you guys said you kind of wanted to see on this channel, I almost got crushed there. One of the things you guys said you wanted to see on this channel were kind of like full series type things. And people have been telling me to do the Kingdom Hearts', all Kingdom Hearts', and I do intend to do that. Spoiler alert, yes, that does mean that at some point there may in fact be a Kingdom Hearts 2 LP. Oh man, I am spoiling everything right now. But you know, another series that I really like to do like all the games of is the Sonic series, because apart from jeez, not down here, not down here. Wait, is it down there? Oh no, it's not. I got lost and then I got confused. I've never been good at those freaking special stages anyway, though. Have I ever like finished the game legit with all the Chaos Emeralds? I think I have, but oh well. It's not something that I'm likely to be doing in this playthrough at the very least. Oh no, you hit me! Well done! I think the only real danger for a no-death run in Sonic is like pits and things. Anything that can kill you instantly, basically, because rings in Sonic games, at least Sonic 1, are pretty damn abundant. Like, the chance of dying from an enemy hitting you is pretty damn low, because not only do you get, like, 2 hits, basically, from your rings, but then once you've dropped all your rings, you then have the opportunity to pick up more while you're on invincibility frames, and then, you know, the chance of you actually dying from being hit is pretty minimal. As I was saying before Bandicam decided to stop recording for literally no reason. Well, not literally no reason, but for very stupid reasons. Yeah, the chances are you're only ever going to really die to insta-death stuff in this game. Like pits and stuff. So that is what I am on the lookout for. Wasn't there a thing there? No, I guess not. In terms of... yeah, oh man, I just realised that's going to mean that there's going to be a stupid freaking Bandicam unregistered version over the first 10 minutes of this video, because... because I forgot to re-register Bandicam because I realised I reinstalled Windows and it was entirely my what the hell? Hi there, TV. I didn't really want you to come down here. I'm sorry. I don't really want you to come down here. Oh, this is the annoying part. Ooh, whoa. What the hell? What the hell's going on? That's not meant to be there. Huh? Why is that? Something weird's going on, either with the emulator, the game, or Karma. I don't know what, but jeez. I'm getting random walls in random places. I hope this is not a trend that continues, and then you gotta go all the way back, which you can kind of skip if you do this. Well, at least that random wall's disappeared. Is that wall something to do with, I don't know, the TV glitched or something? It's a weird place for a random wall to appear, I'll tell you that. For free. In fact, I tell you a lot of things for free on this channel. In fact, very few of you actually pay to listen to my dribblings, and you know what, I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, so, I keep wanting to call this the Marble Hornets zone. I might be thinking that because I pretty much stayed up all night last night watching freaking Marble Hornets because there was a big event going on with stuff happening. Again, chances are this is a reference that none of you will understand because probably none of you actually watch Marble Hornets. I need to stop with the references that nobody understands. I realise I do that a lot on this channel. But whatever, I understand them and ultimately that's what's important. So, are we on the second... Are we on Marble Hornets Stage 2? I think we're in Marble Hornets Stage 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Marble Hornets Stage 2, because this is the annoyingly long one that's got, like, the partition in the middle. Which we're up to now. Oh man, look at me, I can smash some blocks in a completely inefficient pattern. Look at that, that's the worst smashing of blocks ever. You get more points for destroying all of them. I don't know, I never was motivated, though, in games by the idea of points. I get that it's kind of an old-fashioned concept, but I see the score counter and I'm just like, I don't really care about that, and I'm still like that to this day. I mean, I've never really cared about setting high scores. I mean, I don't know, especially when it's something intangible like score. I mean, you can kind of see where all your score comes from, but ultimately, to me, score just feels a little bit somewhat random. Is there nothing here? No, there's nothing here. I always forget there's nothing there and end up checking it. No, there's nothing there either. Oh yeah, these spikes crushing you is also instant death. So that is yet another thing that I'm going to have to look out for. Oh, I'm 3 rings away from getting into the special stage. Dang it. 3 rings away. That is terrible. Whatever, let us finish the Marble Hornets boss. The Marble Hornets boss. Marble Hornets Act 3. And then we shall end this episode, and I shall go and see if it actually worked. And if it actually works, then I shall continue this LP. And if it did not actually work, then I shall stop this LP abruptly, and I will kill you. Wait, is there something... I think there's like 2 alternate paths here, isn't there? There's like, you can go right or left. Yeah, I can never remember... Which way do I usually go? I think it's actually the other way. Yeah, it is the other way. I don't usually come this way. What is going on? There is stuff, and then there are things that shatter, okay. Then there's more things that shatter. I think there's something down there, but I never go down there. Oh, I guess I do go down there. Okay, like I say, I don't go this path very often. What's going on? What's going on, game? I'm confused. Oh yeah, it like blocks you off or something. I don't know, I'm pretty sure there's a reason I never come this way. But I can't remember what that reason is. Like I say, it's been like 3 months since I've done an actual... 3 years since I've done an actual full-on playthrough of this game. So, Sonic's the Hedgehog! So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think at some point I was talking about series I could possibly do. And, so yeah, the Kingdom Hearts series is something I would very much like to do. I'm going to probably LP all the Kingdom Hearts games. I'd like to go through all the Sonic games and do all those. The majority of them will be blind, because like I say, the only ones I've actually played are Sonic 4 Episode 1, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, I believe that's all. Hey, how do I remember these places? Whoa, 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 there's a life there. There's a life there, Sonic. There's you in a TV. You're trapped in a TV. You better let yourself out. Yeah, this is like a massive level skip, isn't it? Pretty much this is like a massive level skip. Ah, whatever. Like I say, I don't really feel threatened by anything in this particular game, because chances are, if anything's going to kill you, it is probably going to be insta-kill. Is it this way? I forget. Look at me, I've not played this game in a while, aha! Oh yeah, it's this way. It is indeed this way. All the way to the boss. And if you fall off, then oh well, you got to get all the way back up here. Because this level's pretty darn great like that. I don't know if I've missed any shortcuts or anything, or any like side passages. I never really... I don't know, all the side passages I've gone through in this level I've found by myself as a child, so I don't know if I've like missed any obvious ones. Oh no, this is bad. There's nothing about this which is good. This boss always annoyed me. Okay, well, as long as you just kind of got that pattern right, then there's really no way he can really harm you, and then there we go, still not died. Still not died somehow, almost jumped in the lava there. Out of sheer stupidity and dumbness, but whatever, that is the end of this particular episode of Sonic the Hedgehog. Next time, I believe we got onto the Spring Yard Zone. Is it Spring Yard Zone next? I thought it was the Spring Yard Zone next, but then I'm missing a zone because I thought the 5th one was a labyrinth and then the 4th one I can't remember. Oh well, we'll figure it out next time on Sonic the Hedgehog. Do I have save states or something? That would be remarkably nice because I need to go edit this now and make sure it's actually working. Otherwise I will be recording for a whole load of no reason. Yes, I can. See you next time, folks!